Hello! This is gonna be my first unboxing movie. For this I decided to use the game I just received. It's 8031 For Our Freedom and Yours, the Battle of Grochow. The game itself is about one of the two major battles of the Polish November Uprising, 1840, and 1841, when the Kingdom of Poland, that was an autonomic part of the Russian Empire, rose against Russians. Polish army fought some battles, some victorious, some lost, and eventually lost this uprising. This battle was the first serious combat between both armies, and ended with a draw. None of the sides could call itself victorious. Both sides suffered heavy losses. Polish army have to withdraw, but it managed to stop Russians from their attack on Warsaw. So let's take a look at the game itself. It's just unboxing right from the box, so I can't say now much about the game itself, rules, scenarios. Let's just see how it looks. At the cover we have illustration and some pale background. I think this background gives a game a look a bit older. Well, depends. I like the illustration though. On the back of the game we have a quote from the historical notes, some info about the game, and the information about what is inside the box, along with some part of the board and some counters, so you can see how it looks inside. Oh, I should mention, the game has both English and Polish editions. Box itself is for both editions. I have Polish edition, of course. There is edition with English rules as well. Let's take a look inside. We have D10 die. Maybe rules first. Rules have 12 pages. They are not very long, nor, I guess, very complicated as well. Here we have historical notes about uprising and the battle itself. This might be extra interesting for the foreigners who doesn't know much about the Polish history. Rules are fairly easy. Strategemata used rules like that for their previous games, so I know they are not very hard and rather fast and quick in use. Here we have most of the tables that we will use in the game, and here we have a scenario book. There are 4 scenarios: introduction, historical scenario, and 2 optional scenarios. At last 4 scenarios, I think, not maybe too much, but let's say it's quite good. Alright, we're gonna move to the most important parts of the game, I think. We have a board. Board is pretty big, A1 format, but enough for the most of the tables, I think. It's pretty good when it comes to the colors. It may look pretty pale for you, but remember the battle itself took place in the late winter, so this may look accurate. There was a lot of snow in the area of the battle. As you may see, there is a lot of marshes, some woods, heights. The battle itself was hard for both sides because of the terrain. There was a little place for maneuver, so combat was very bloody. We have a table for of the terrain. It's in both Polish and English, like every information's on the board, along with the turn counter. I think it looks pretty good, and for most important, I think you don't have any problems with finding what the terrain is. Everything, I think it's alright. Not the best board masterpiece I have ever seen, but quite good itself. Now, and for the last, the counters. Counters are pretty solid. They are not maybe extra fat, but not thin as well. As you can see, units have three factors. Two first and second in the number, and third with the stars. I can guess that one of them is a strength, other one is a morale, and maybe this third one, let's guess, might be firepower. Also, there are a number that shows us where the unit starts. I think it's pretty good that you can see right on the counter where you should set the unit up. Here are the Polish units. We have also, of course, Russian units, more Russian units. So I should mention that counters are not keeping very good here, so they are easy to fall. Well, you won't need a knife or anything else to take them out. And also some help counters as well. There is also 427 counters overall in the game. So it looks pretty fine. Not maybe the biggest game in my collection when it comes to the insides of the game, but pretty good. I think if you are interested in the history of Polish or history of 19th century battles, the battle was one of the biggest battles after the age of Napoleon Bonaparte. You may take a look for this one. It's not very expensive as well. So, thanks a lot. That's all.